Hi, it's Dale here from Reidys Home Music in Blackburn. We are live at Musikmesse 2015. We're just at the very, very busy Roland stand, so if you can't quite hear what's going on, I apologise, but it is very busy. And we're just taking a look at some of the cabinet pianos, at the LX-15e in particular at the minute. So, if you can, give us a quick rundown on what's so special about this particular piano.
Okay, so this is the Roland LX-15, and this is the flagship of our home piano range, flagship of the cabinet range, and as you can see, it's designed to look like an upright acoustic piano, and it's a nice black polished finish, and it's got our flagship technologies in it, and it's got our Supernatural sound engine, which is our flagship sound engine. And it's also got our our flagship audio system, which is Acoustic Projection. And Acoustic Projection, there's basically 6 speakers in here, 2 at the top, 2 here, and 2 at the bottom.
Yeah.
And the sound that comes out of these perfectly recreates the different sounds that would come from an acoustic grand piano. So, for example, on an acoustic grand piano, the sounds that come from this part, which is invariably the sound of the key action, the noise of the key action, those are the sounds you hear from here.
So it's all very natural. Then,
and the sound that you would hear, the resonance you would hear from the top of an acoustic grand piano cabinet, come from here, and then the bass from here. And it's a great, if you can hear it amongst all this noise here, it's a really,
you can actually hear that. From down.
It's a great sound. Very realistic sound. And the speaker system makes the huge difference, and the Supernatural piano engine, which is very authentic, makes a wonderful sound.
Yeah, definitely does. Right, so what's the piano partner? Is that?
Well, this is interesting because one of the things that Roland does very well with the pianos, not just the LX-15, but the rest of the range as well, are the various apps that you can get, that you can run on your iPhone or you can run on your iPad. And we've got an iPad here, and one of the apps that we've got is called Piano Partner, which is what you're looking at here. And there's various elements to Piano Partner. One of the first elements that I think is very interesting is this one. And this is Flashcard, and this is a whole series of games that develops your oral training. So this game here, for example, is giving you a reference note, which is C. You won't hear it, unfortunately, amongst all this noise. It's giving you a reference note C, and then it's sounding another note. You then have to guess what it is.
Oh, right. So it's training your ears,
It's training your ear. It's developing oral recognition.
I'm assuming, obviously, just so you know, it does come in English. It's not, you don't have to learn German before you...
It's only because we're in Germany, It absolutely comes in English,
Yes.
And there's a variety of different games there that develop oral recognition in various levels. I can tell you, even though my German's not great, I can tell you that that's beginner, that's intermediate, and that's expert.
I could have guessed that one,
So there's various different like a flashcard type games.
That's a really cool way to learn how to use your ears, rather than it being like a cold sort of examination type thing. That's just teaching to do it really naturally.
So the second element of Piano Partner is Content Browser. What Content Browser does is it gives you a window to all of the functions of the piano. It makes it very easy to navigate the sounds, which you can see here. So if I select the grand piano sounds, here's your choice. Saves having to use the front panel. The other thing it does is, inside the piano is a whole library of built-in songs. So let's just, if I press play, you might just be able to hear it amongst the noise here.
We'll pretend we can hear it.
And then you can then see the score for the piece that it's playing. And what's really cool here, you can just about hear it going on in the background here. What's really cool then is you can say, right, I'm going to get the piano to play the right hand while I play the left hand. Or I'm going to do it the other way around, which is very cool. And of course you can slow the tempo right down as well. So if you were learning one of the songs that is built in here, You can slow it right down, practice the separate hands separately. It's a very cool...
So it's a neat little learning tool, really.
Yeah, and the fact that it displays the score as well.
So really, it's sort of, obviously it gives you control over the piano, but it's teaching you how to play piano, and also teaching you how to hear what sort of notes, teaching you musically.
And this app, this Piano Partner app here, is available on the LX-15 and the other instruments in the range as well. So it's not just exclusive to the LX-15. So the other app on here is an app called Piano Designer, and this is also unique to Roland as well. And what this enables you to do is completely customize the piano sound to what you want it to be. And you can see here there's various elements to the piano sound, some really detailed elements to the piano sound that you can completely customize to create the piano sound that you want. And then when you've done that, you can then save that setting into the piano. But what's really cool is you can adjust everything note by note. So if, for example, you had the piano in a room with a very thick carpet, the sound is very different to if the piano was in a room with a wooden floor.
Yeah.
And you might get various dead spots. So being able to do it note by note really means you can, just like an acoustic piano where you can fine tune the acoustic piano for the room, you can do it with this. And on top of that, there's a whole library of presets already there. So if you said to yourself, well, I want an American sound for sort of more of a jazzy type repertoire, you've got it there, and that will automatically configure the piano. Or if you want more of a sort of a German piano sound, so it's very flexible. In other words, you're not stuck with the sounds that are in the piano. You've got complete control of to create whatever you need to create.
Like I said, it depends on the room that you're in.
It depends on the room, and also it depends on your taste. As well. Because there's pianos and there's pianos. Some people might like a bright piano, some people might like a more mellow piano for jazz. So it's very flexible.
Cool. Right, cheers for that.